WVEC-TV, plan.
Here we go.
This is Jim Kincaid, ABC News.
Mothballed ocean liner SS United States finally left its berth today for a trip down the Elizabeth River. The vessel will spend several days at Norshipco's Titan floating dry dock. Mac Lee has the story.
It took more than a decade to accomplish, but the sleeping giant is awake. The former flagship of U.S. lines, the SS United States, began its first voyage in 11 years, a 4-mile trip down the Elizabeth River. The 990-foot vessel, with the assistance of several tugboats, was moved from Norfolk International Terminals to the Norfolk Shipbuilding Company hull inspection. Last year, United States Cruises of Seattle put down a $1 million deposit for the ship with the U.S. Maritime Administration. Under the contract, the firm is scheduled to pay an additional $4 million on May 21st. But company officials say they would like a 300-day extension.
We've asked for the extension to allow us to complete our plans for working on the ship. As you can see, our planned renovations were quite substantial. They involved several new decks, several swimming pools, tennis courts, what have you, and we need a little extra time to get that completed.
Hilger says his company is prepared to pay the $4 million if the extension is denied. The ship conversion will cost more than $40 million, and much of the work will be done locally. The United States will serve as a cruise liner between the West Coast and Hawaii when completely renovated. The firm will retain the name SS United States and offer passengers 7 gourmet restaurants, 2 tennis courts, swimming pools, and a host of luxury appointments. The ship will spend the next 5 days at Norshipco and then return to its berth at Norfolk International Terminals. Conversion work is slated to begin within 4 to 6 months. And by the middle of 1981, the SS United States is expected to return to the seas. Mac Lee, 13 News, Norfolk.
U.S. Cruises Incorporated, the prospective owners of the ocean liner SS United States, found out today their $5 million investment is sound. The ship's hull is in excellent shape. Mac Lee has more.
For the past 5 days, Norshipco's Titan floating dry dock has served as home to the SS United States. The 990-foot former queen of the world's great passenger liners was placed in dry dock to undergo a $300,000 hull inspection. The inspection was designed to determine if the ship can return to service as a luxury liner between the West Coast and Hawaii. The move was the first for the United States in more than a decade, and the hull inspection is the first step in restoring the ship to service. U.S. Cruises officials say the Majestic Lady passed her first test with flying colors.
Our preliminary findings are that we're very, very pleased with what we found. The ship is in excellent shape, and it's a great credit to the Maritime Administration, and we're very pleased with what we found.
The United States is scheduled to return to ocean-going service in 1981. The ship will be converted at a cost of more than $40 million. Conversion work is scheduled to begin within 4 to 6 months, following a final payment of $4 million to the U.S. Maritime Administration. Now that the ship has passed its first inspection in more than a decade, the next step is to tow the United States back to its berth at NIC. Weather permitting, the return will get underway tomorrow morning, shortly after 10 o'clock. Mac Lee, 13 News.
After more than 10 years of sitting idly and barely noticed, this grand old lady is suddenly the object of 2 suitors, the U.S. government and a developer who's put up $2 million to buy her. But the Defense Department has informed the buyer, Richard Hadley, it may buy a luxury liner and convert it into a hospital ship for the military's rapid deployment force. Although Hadley's company, United States Cruises, has already put down a large down payment, it still owes $3 million. And the U.S. Maritime Administration says the sale won't be final until it receives the rest of the money. Because federal money went into its construction, the 29-year-old United States is part of the Naval Reserve Fleet. The Navy originally estimated it would cost about $30 million to convert the ship, but it could run higher. Cruises is planning to market the condominium, selling memberships for as much as $146,000. is also asking the federal government for $80 million in mortgage guarantees to refurbish the ship. Tom Calkenny, 13 News, Norfolk.